So we just finished up with week 8. Let's go ahead and hop on the scales, see how you did last week.
Mary Star, 133.6.
158.3, Paula.
Odessa Elihu, 166.8.
Trisha, 218.8.
150.2.
Carmen Mafia, 175.4.
Stacy, 232.2.
Judy Simpson, 143.0.
Catherine, 210.9.
Okay, Barra, 168.6.
Heather Ann, 173.8.
Alrighty, I have some standings. So after 8 weeks, in 12th place, down 11.4 pounds, 4.95%, Trisha. In 11th place, down 8.8 pounds, 5.25%, Paula. In 10th place, down 10.8 pounds, 5.85%, Heather. In 9th place, down 11.8 pounds, 6.33%, Athea. In 8th place, down 12.5 pounds, 6.88%, Bianca. In 7th place, down 11.5 pounds, 7.11%, lower than her previous low weight, which was cool because she had that like 1 week long trekking through the jungle trip, but all the way back down and at a new low weight. In 7th place, Jennifer. In 6th place, down 14 pounds, 7.74%, Adesawa. In 5th place, down 11.9 pounds, 8.17%, Mary Star. In 4th place, down 19.5 pounds, 8.46%, Catherine. In 3rd place, top three, down 23.4 pounds, 9.15%, Stacy, which means in 2nd place, down 27.8 pounds, 9.42%, Jewel.
Wow.
Good job. Good job. Still holding down the 1st place spot, down 18 pounds, 11.5%, Judy. Decades this week, Jewel hit the 260s, Trisha hit the 2 teens, and Adesawa also hit the 160s this week. So congratulations to all of those in new decades. Congratulations on that. And so this week is a really special week. And for those of you that have already been, for the alumni on the call, you know why. This is oftentimes one of the most favorite weeks of people that go through this, because one of the things that we all need is encouragement. And, you know, life and death truly is in the power of the tongue. And so, but here's what I will say. So often, you know, one of the things that people will have a hard time doing is receiving a compliment or receiving encouragement. And so throughout this process, one of the things we're working on is how you see yourself, because you will never rise above the opinion you have of yourself. And so as long as I saw myself as a morbidly obese woman or a fluffy woman or an overweight woman or an out of shape woman, if that is how I saw myself, I was never going to overcome that. It wasn't until I saw myself as the woman I was becoming that I actually got there. So how we see ourselves is extremely important. And the never the mind of, if we don't believe, if we don't see ourselves in a certain light, we will not believe it when someone else tells it to us. We won't be able to receive it when they tell us if we don't ourselves first believe it. Okay. And so it is so often, I had a mentor once, and she told me the story about how we were coaching on having employees and working with the team. And she said, Carmen, the way humans work is you can walk into your office for 30 days. And 29 of those days, you can say, good morning, how are you doing? And smile. You can walk in your office one of those days, go straight to your desk. She says, good morning. You're just like, you just wave, you don't say nothing. And the one day she's going to remember out of those 30 days, she's not going to remember the 29 days that you said, hey, how are you doing with a smile? She's going to remember the one day that you came in and it probably had nothing to do with her, but she's going to remember that day. And so the way the human brain, the way the human beings work is we always remember the negative first versus the positive. Okay. And so tonight is about receiving the positive, because tonight is our secret encouraging Santa night. And no, I don't know how we came up with that. There is no Santa, and it's really not that secret, but it's kind of stuck at this point. So that's what we call it. And so you guys are going to get a chance to give encouragement and to receive encouragement. And so two parts I want to talk about really quickly. First and foremost, when it's your turn to receive, you're going to get to hear what someone else thinks about you. You're going to get to hear how someone else perceives you, how they see you, what they think about you, what they've noticed about you. And so you can choose to let those seeds go in ground. And when seeds go in, they eventually take root. And a sprout eventually comes up from that seed. And if it's a positive sprout, if it's a positive seed, what kind of sprout comes up? What kind of thing grows out of a positive seed? Something positive. Versus if it's something negative, same thing. So for those of you that are receiving, if you have anything of doubt come inside of you saying, well, I don't know, I've never seen that, or well, I don't know about that. It's your job to kick that out. And when they get done, to simply say, I received that. Thank you for saying that. I fully receive that. Thank you. Just when someone says something negative, we also have a choice to receive it. And that's where ERTS comes in. I reject that shit. When someone says something I don't agree with, if it's someone I know and love, I literally will say ERTS, and they all know what it means. If it's someone I don't know, I'll say ERTS, ERTS. So we are the gatekeeper of our garden. And it is our job to allow the seeds to be planted that line up with where we want to go, and to reject the seeds that don't line up with the life we want. It is our job. The second thing we're going to get to do tonight is we are going to get to do one of my favorite things and if you start doing this, it will become one of your most favorite things on the planet. But giving encouragement to another human being. Tonight you get to play both roles. You get to be an encourager and you get to receive encouragement. So Afia, who are you secret encouraging Santa to tonight?
I am secret encouraging Adessawa. And so I wanted to read, so let me just start. Adessawa. I see a smiling face. Okay. So I wanted to speak to you tonight on two things. One, the meaning of your name. And your name means the center of prosperity. In your family's native language, Nigerian. Am I correct? Yes? Okay. One of the things that is truly, I hope you can hear me. If not, I'll have to re-record this. One of the things that has really impacted me about your presence has been where you are going. And as I thought about what I wanted to say to you tonight, it's not focused on where you are, but it's where you're going. And it's what I see in you and what everyone else sees in you, what I want you to continue to see in yourself. I'm going to, I hope you can still hear me. I'm going to read a poem to you, and I'm going to navigate to my phone. So I pray that you can still hear me. This is a poem by Maya Angelou called I Rise. And as I say this, Adessawa, I really, really thought long and hard about how I wanted to communicate what an amazing woman you are and what an amazing woman you are becoming. So as I say these words, I say them with intention, and I'm speaking to who you are and who you are becoming. Still I Rise by Maya Angelou. You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still, like dust, I rise. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? Because I walk like I've got oil wells, pumping and underground, just like moons and like stars with the certainties of tides, just like hopes springing high, still I rise. Did you want to see me broken, bowed head and lowered eyes, shoulders falling down like teardrops, weakened by soulful cries? Does my haughtiness offend you? Don't you take it awful hard, because I laugh like I've got gold mines digging in my own backyard. You may shoot me with your words. You may cut me with your eyes. You may like air, I rise. Does my sexiness upset you? Does it come as a surprise that I dance like I've got diamonds at the meeting of my thighs? Out of the huts of history's shame, I rise. Up from a past that's rooted in pain, I rise. I am a black ocean, leaping and wide, welling and swelling, I bear in the tide. Leaving behind nights of terror and fear, I rise. Into a daybreak that's wondrously clear, I rise. Bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave, I am the dream and the hope of the slave. I rise, I rise. Adesua, I'm so sorry for the background noise. My train was delayed, Carmen, I'm so sorry. But Adesua, I just want you to know that I see you. And as I said, I see you for who you're becoming. I see the challenges that you've navigated through. I see a woman who was trained in France to fulfill her destiny. I see a woman who's a single mother, who's a daughter, who's a friend, who's an employee, and you continue to rise. You are an inspiration. You are amazing. You are incredible. You are special. You are a badass boss. And I am blessed to have you as a friend and as a partner in this journey. So keep pushing.
Well, Afia, from another badass woman who did something amazing, I just want to say thank you for that. And I receive it and I accept it and I take it. And it means a lot coming from, like, you're exceptional. So thank you, Afia, for that. I appreciate it. And I receive that shit.
Ms. Paula, who are you secret encouraging Santa tonight?
Jennifer. Hi, Jennifer. So I love to speak from my heart. And today I was just kind of praying and asking God what he would have for you. And first of all, I want to say what I love about you. Jen was in my season, so this is extra special for me. But if you don't know a lot about Jen, she will walk through her own stuff, but she's always making sure that she's encouraging other people. Like, she's always checking on you. She's always encouraging you. And through this whole journey, you have been absolutely amazing behind the scenes, constantly checking on me, like being the biggest cheerleader. And I just love that about you. And I love the way that you come in the group and you process. Like, there's this scripture in the Bible where it says, quick to listen, slow to speak. And you're just so careful with your words and how you use them. You make sure that you're edifying even as you are processing. And I love that about you. So this morning I was praying for you and I asked God, what do you have for Jennifer today? You know, because I like to do something called listening prayer. And he showed me a box, and you were in this box and you were sitting in the middle of this box. And he said that there are some things that have kept you in this box, but you have these big visions and you were so ready to step outside these box. But there's so much in store for you that you have not even tapped into, Jennifer. God wanted me to tell you that you are a natural born leader. And the dreams and visions that you are having that seem so big that you're afraid of, they are going to come to pass. But what he's doing right now is developing your character so that they can start to align with that leadership. And so if you ever sometimes feel like you're in a box, you're getting ready to come out of that box. But also that box resembles some people putting you there and keeping you stuck. There are some people that are so comfortable, Jennifer, keeping you in that box. But God told me today, it's time for you to break out of that. And the way that you do that is like a lot of the things that Carmen has taught us. We can't care what people think about us. And so when you step out and start to explore some of these dreams and visions that you have, not everybody's going to like that. It's going to make them uncomfortable, but you have to just keep going anyways. And God is going to bring the right people to support you. And so this is what I saw today. And also I heard to protect your inner circle and who you confide with and what you're dreaming and what he's showing you, because you don't want anybody to steal those dreams. And so that's what I got for you today when I was praying.
Wow, that's incredible, Paula. Thank you so much for sharing that. I received that fully, and I'm such a visual person that was like just the perfect way to go through that. Thank you.
All right, Miss Trisha, who are you secret encouraging Santa tonight?
I have Miss Afia. Yeah. I looked up your name, and like you shared today already, it means good health or free from illness, which how fitting for this group and what we're doing right now, right? And some of the things that kept coming up was lucky number 4, colors red and green, stones, topaz and diamonds, and metals were copper and bronze. So I thought that was kind of interesting. I thought I would share that. So I took the letters of your name, and A equals angelic. You have the voice and mannerisms of an angel. And these are what I see of you. So F, faithful. You are a faithful woman of God. I, inspiring. You are very inspiring with all you do, traveling for work, taking care of your family, attending your kids' games, all while doing this program and checking in with us. I think as women, we aren't recognized a lot for all that we do. So just know that you are inspiring. And I just know that you're a successful businesswoman, and it's just very inspiring. So Y, youthful. Your skin is so beautiful and flawless. I love it. And last A, you are appreciated. You are so appreciated in this group, with all that you have shared and taught us this far about your ancestry and your family lineage, and just know that you are so appreciated. And I love hearing all of that and learning. So thank you.
Thank you, Trisha. That was beautiful. And I especially love the part about the diamond.
Adessawa, who are you secret encouraging Santa tonight?
I have the pleasure of encouraging Bianca. So I have the honor of encouraging you, and I was able to research your name, and I found out something very fun about you, that your name, Bianca, means pure. And purity equals to clarified, filtered, distilled, and processed. And I have watched you purify this process. You are a phenomenal woman, mother, and spouse. Thank you for also being a selfless servant to your family, and most importantly, your country. I understand the sacrifice you do daily as an active duty military member because of my mother's career of 30 years in the United States Air Force. And I know something that maybe you don't realize or you don't know as a child of that mother, that your children will have the honor of watching you go through your career, and they will learn empathy, compassion, understanding, hard work, and most importantly, have the gift of travel. The gift and the blessings of these character traits will be an unforgettable blessing in their lives and will impact your legacy for generations to come. I want to thank you again for truly, and when I say thank you, I mean truly thank you for making these sacrifices to serve your country, because I can tell you that it's not an easy decision. And when you decided to join the military, you knew what was expected of you, that you knew what you were going into. You knew that you would face war and combat and all of the things that you did, and you still chose to do that. And that, it's completely selfless sacrifice to lay down your life for this country. And I also want you to know that because of my mother, I personally have those traits. The reason that I'm the hardworking woman I am is because I watched my mother work her way through that 30-year career. And so your children, like what I'm telling you, this is the truth. So if you ever doubt yourself or you're ever feeling like, you know, am I doing the right thing for my kids? I'm telling you, you are. Because I have all these personal character traits that you're looking at now is because I watched this woman struggle through that. I know that you've been through a lot. I know that but I want you to remember that even though you've been through a lot, you've processed, you are flawless and you're perfect because you are the definition, because you are Bianca.
Thank you. I definitely received that. Yeah, I received that. There's always, I guess, being in the military, kind of a guilt sometimes of, you know, is this sacrifice gonna hinder my relationship with my children? But thank you for saying that, because yeah, that just confirms that I'm here and I'm doing the right thing.
Who are you secret encouraging Santa tonight?
I am secret encouraging Miss Catherine. There are a lot of adjectives that came up when I was thinking of words to like describe you, but I went by your name. So I was like, oh, geez, you know, courageous, inspiring, strong, steadfast, lively, Blake Lively. Which is, if you guys don't know, it's her celebrity that she picked out that looks like her, or that she strives to be one day. Yes, you look like her.
I mean, I picked her because she was 5'10" and I wanted to look like her, but I'll take it, girl. Thanks.
So I went with your name. So K is for keeper. So I looked up the word keeper, a person who guards or watches. So this applies in two ways. Obviously, you are the keeper of your children, and currently a keeper of your unborn child. So that definitely applies to you. However, you are a godly woman. So the keeper that keeps over you and your family is God always. So I want you to know that. I put A for athlete because I went back to your videos, and the one thing that you wanted was to be an athletic mom. And I know that you put on your water bottle your booty gains. So you are an athlete, somebody who embodies living and being active for not only yourself, but your family and your children. And I know you said now in your polos, you show us going outside a lot more with them. So I really admire that. And nurturing, I mean, that goes without a doubt that you are a nurturer. That is your role as a mom. You nurture not only your children, but when you come into the Marcos, you exude this like just caring energy. So I just want to say that your vulnerability and openness in the group chat has always been instrumental, I think, in sparking us to dig deeper. And I just want to thank you for that, because I know you've been very vulnerable about how you feel during the hard times. I know you've opened up to us about how it's hard sometimes, and you feel like, am I the only one that feels this way? But you've really opened up our group a lot more to a lot more vulnerability and openness. And I don't know if you know that you've kind of transformed and led us in that way. So I just want to thank you. You're doing this for not only yourself, but the betterment of your family, which is very commendable. And remember, I put this on the little thing, when you're having a bad day, Psalms 46:5, God is in the midst of her, she shall not be moved. God will help her when the morning dawns. So you are a strong mama, athletic mama. So don't you forget it.
Wow. Bianca, thank you. I'm over here just thinking, Wow, this badass military mama is encouraging me. This is nuts. Thank you so much. I feel like a new woman from when I came on this meeting. Thank you, Bianca. I love you and I appreciate you and I receive every word. Thank you.
Judy, who are you secret encouraging Santa tonight?
I am secretly encouraging Miss Stacy. Miss Stacy, when Carmen drew your name for me to encourage, I smiled. And I smiled because every time you are on that Marco Polo app, you make me smile. I just want to say that you have a calming, comforting presence that makes me want to just slow down, settle in, and listen to what you have to say. You're a very kind, humble, beautiful woman inside and out. And you always have a kind word for each and every one of us in this group. You try really, really hard and it shows. And you know you'll reach your goals and you will succeed because you have the determination to do so. And it seems like on the few times that you do say on the app that you've messed up, you take the time to reflect, you take a step back, and you get yourself right on track every time. Believe in yourself because we all believe in you. You are an amazing lady. I feel that I've been blessed to have the opportunity to have met you. And I can tell you're type of person that would be a lifelong friend. I bought you this bouquet of flowers. And here's your bouquet of flowers because I want you to come visit me someday and go paddleboarding, and you'll get a fresh bouquet of flowers when you come visit me. I just feel like in this we have a fantastic group, as you guys already have mentioned, but there's something about the five of us that always keep each other grounded. And whether I'm having a bad week or one of you guys are having a bad week, we always pick each other up. And Stacy, it's just your calming effect for me. When I start listening to you, I just get total peace, like, okay, Stacy's here. We can do this. And I just want to say you are doing a great job. Keep doing it.
Thank you so much, Judy. That was so sweet. I really appreciate that. I receive it. And thank you. And I can't wait. I'm gonna come out there. Yeah.
Come out. You would love it. Yeah. You would love it. You'll not as much snow as you have to deal with, and we'll go paddleboarding together.
Stacy, we're going to keep you up here because you get to go next. Who are you secret encouraging Santa tonight?
To encourage Jewel. So I kind of just wrote down some thoughts that came to mind, I guess kind of like a letter to you, but I put, Jewel, I was really excited, first of all, when I got your name. You are such a blessing. And I was, like I said, just excited to have you. You are a rare gem, which is so fitting for your name to be Jewel. If you were to look up the meaning, it means very pleasing, valued person, which you are, a precious gem. I hope that you know that. You are a loyal, dedicated wife, mother, and friend, and a daughter of the Most High God. There are so many qualities I love about you. Some of them are your desire to change, which takes courage. You are a woman of courage. Yeah, you said this program was life or death, and you, my friend, are choosing life, and you're doing an awesome job with this program. By making your health a priority, this takes courage and strength, and you're 100% loyal and committed to this program. It shows by your results. You are a delight with you're diligent with your commitment. You are a very diligent woman. You are. And you also help us to stay on track with our tracker, reminding us each day what day we're on. And we just also appreciate that. You are very diligent with that. I love your faith. I love the love that you have for Yeshua. He shines through you with your thoughts and your words that you share in our group. You always have sweet things to say, like have a good night and sleep well with good dreams. That's just such an encouragement, and it is very calming. I so look forward to it. I've grown to really enjoy hearing you. Just your your words of peace and encouragement. Your love for your daughter and how proud you are. She is a reflection of you and all the encouragement you have instilled in her. And I want you to know that. I also kind of took your name and, for each letter that just kind of stood out to me. So J for joy, because you do, you share this joy with all of us, just to get up and to do your best and with your workouts. And I can see the joy after you've done them and how proud you are. And E for encouragement, because I don't know if you realize that, but you do, you encourage each and every one of us. W for a wise woman. I love your transparency and your openness and your honesty, and you have so much wisdom within you. E for excelling. You are excelling at this program, and I don't want you to forget that. You have come a long way, and I can just see you across that finish line, and I'm so excited for that. L, of course, for love, because you exude love, and I really think that it's God just kind of working through you. You just have this peace and this calmness about you, and I really appreciate you, and I'm so glad that you are a part of our group and that I get the honor and the privilege to get to know you and to go on this journey with you. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. That was so sweet to have somebody repeat the words I hear my Heavenly Father say to me. You're my Heavenly Father with skin on. And if I was close, I'd give you big hugs and kisses. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So Jewel, you are next. And who are you secret encouraging Santa tonight?
Miss Heather Noggle. Heather, when Carmen first came on Marco Polo, 13 days ago? Well, it's March 2nd. I immediately wrote down Heather, and I said a prayer over you, things that I felt in my heart. And I just pray that God would give me the words. The H stands for healthy to the max all your days. And pure humility, a wealth in all things, will continue to increase. E is for energy, energetic, and all endeavors as the Holy Spirit of God in you leads. A, you are a rock star hiker. And an intimacy coach. T, you are the light of the world that is never hid under a bushel. H, you are hale and hearty, even though slim and sexy. E, eternally minded and earthly good. R, resolved to maintain life only as God in heaven, your Heavenly Father, leads you. And with this 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 second chance at as an alumni. You've got this program and it will never leave you because you will succeed in every aspect of it more than you realized. And in the name of Yeshua, I pray this be done. Amen.
Wow. I received that. I'm sorry if it looked like I wasn't paying attention. It's because I was writing it down. Thank you, Jewel.
Miss Catherine, you are up next. Who are you secret encouraging Santa tonight?
Okay, I got Judy. Judy. Okay, so I used your name. So the first one I put joyful because you always come on the Marco Polos in these meetings and you're so full of joy and positivity and your smile is contagious. It really is. I can't be the only one that just thinks, wow, I feel better. And you're just adorable. I wish there was an A in your name because you are adorable. But next is you. You are unstoppable. Even through a power outage, an ice storm, you came out with a candle with your tracker, and sickness, you keep showing up. And for D is delightful. You're always delightful, encouraging, you're upbeat, you're a cup half full kind of girl. And I wrote, as the kids say, you have good vibes. You really do. You have the best vibes. And for Y, it seems like a lot of us put youthful. So this program is really doing something for us. But you, Judy, I always think, what is her secret? I wrote in my notes, ask her, I need to get your secret one of these days. Because you are so youthful with your biking and your hiking and your cross country skiing. One time she sent us like a Marco Polo and she's like on her skis, like just trudging through the snow. But you're always smiling. And I wrote that you are just an inspiring, hardworking mom and wife, and just an amazing wife to your husband. And with so much on your plate, you chose to prioritize your health. And I just want to thank you for taking time in the midst of your own life and busyness to continue to create friendships with all of us ladies and encourage us, and keeping a positive, upbeat attitude through it all. And I cannot wait to see your transformation. I mean, you already have gone so far, so I cannot even imagine where you're going to end up. And I'm so excited. And what a blessing to get to be picked with you, Judy. It's really, really special. So one last thing I had to say, you remind me of a fine wine that just gets better and better and better. So I need to get that secret from you. And you are amazing. You radiate joy, and it's a gift. So never, ever, ever change, Judy.
Thank you, Catherine.
Who are you secret encouraging Santa to tonight, Miss Mary Star?
I get to secret encourage Paula. If I wasn't honored before to be in this season with you, I am so honored now to be a part of this with you. Wow. Cross addicted, breaking free from family trauma and addiction. And the Lord, as I was reading your book, he gave me this psalm for you, Psalm 62:6. It says, "He alone is my rock and my deliverance and my strong tower. I am not shaken." And God wanted me to give you that as a gift because you do stand on that. But it's like another reminder. Paula, you're a survivor. You went from a survivor to now a thriver. You have been transformed by your Father's love. You were bound, but now you're a chain breaker for so many people. You went from drugs and gang life to just a wonderful, healthy, teaching women how to be healthy and how to live a life free of that and free of bondage. You share openly about your eating disorders and where that comes from, and then you process and you break free and you break others free from that. You went from a life of unforgiveness and so much forgiveness in your life, from chaos to peace, and how peace is like a foundation for you. You know, you are healed. You are a messenger. You are a foundation builder. And you, going back to the rock, right? He is your rock, but you are helping people build their foundation on the rock, no matter where they come from. And it's so good. You are stunningly beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You have both the Esther calling on your life of beauty and great purpose, but you also have the Deborah who nailed the enemy. You remember that. And that's what he's called on you. You're a seed planter and spreader, but you also in your time will be a great harvester. I've always, and I think everyone can agree, Paula has the most stunning eyes, and they are just so beautiful, right? It's just, but I think the Lord also gave you that for a reason and a purpose, because when you speak to us, it's like you see us, you see right through us. The Lord is bringing you new responsibility, and new responsibility is his reward, Paula. That's what he said, and he showed me that. His burden is light. There's new wine coming that you're going to be putting in new wineskins. Just some more things that about you that I've always been inspired today. Even like one of our teammates lost something, and you know it. You know your facts. You are very precise. You're careful. You're concerned. You're detailed. You're very determined. You're honest. You're open, and you are wonderfully vulnerable and in your processing. And it's so refreshing. And what that's done for the rest of us has helped us to kind of break free of all that. So again, I'll say new wine is coming in, new wineskins, and your wounds are healed. So this was from the Lord. Your wounds are healed. Your heart is renewed. Your gift is your words, your presence, your story, and your life. And I just pray a great blessing on you, Paula, and it's such an honor to know you. It's such an honor that you gave us this gift. And I'm so blessed to be with someone who God chose to use as his servant. So thank you, Paula, for all you do. Thank you so much.
Wow. Thank you, Mary. I receive all that. That was deep, and it was amazing. And I receive all of it.
Who are you secret encouraging Santa tonight?
I get to do Mary Star Carter. So Mary, you are very transparent. When someone meets you for the first time, which I met you for the first time standing in line at a business event, and you were just so unassuming, and you just were so interested in me, and you made me comfortable, and you must have told me nothing about yourself. You must have just encouraged me to talk, because I did, because I don't remember learning very much about you until later. You're honest. You are the absolute highest on the list of anybody when I think about the word edification. You are the best at that. You're an encourager. You always see the best, and it's not that you don't see other than the best, but you only underpin or highlight the best. You're very uplifting. Your heart is full of love. And then I got to play with your name. So I want to do my acrostic of your name. M is for mentor. You're very good at that. A is for affirming, which kind of goes along with some of the other things that I already said, but you're very good at that. You're resourceful. Y is a very hard one, but it's my favorite one in this whole thing because more than once you've reached out your hand to me and said, you want to come along when I didn't feel like I belonged, but you didn't let that stop the invitation or the openness in your heart or your face. And I don't know what the star is from, but we call you Mary Star. So I don't know if that's your maiden name or if that's what is on your birth certificate and so I just kept going. You're selfless. You're transparent. I said that one already. 1A was not enough because you are amicable and you're athletic. I don't know anybody else talk about their bantamweight. Like, I think I would fall over of a heart attack if I ever saw you reach out and punch somebody. But like, what happened to the Mary Star? I know she just hit somebody. She's gone in her bantamweight place. I don't know. But then there's 2 R's, and that's kind of hard. So I see you reclaiming not necessarily what you lost, but what other people lost, whether it be their faith in themselves or their picture of themselves that you see. You help people reclaim that. And then the final R, because star has 2 R's, you reflect the Father's love. And I don't know if it's reflect as much as it is amplify, but you do that. You're supposed to cry when people edify you, but I guess I'm crying because you've edified me so much. And it is truly an honor to be on this journey with you. So I just wanted to thank you for being all of those things to all of us.
I love you, Heather. Thank you so much. It was such a gift to receive those words from you. And it's a gift to know you better this year and get to do fun stuff with you. Thank you. I receive your words. I receive them. Thank you. Thank you.
Who are you secret encouraging Santa to tonight?
I get to encourage Trisha. Trisha, I was excited to get you as the one that I get to encourage because I heard so much about you when you were in your season from friends of mine, all positive, and I was like, I need to meet this woman. So I was very thankful to be able to have you in this season and be able to encourage you now. So I looked up your birthday under the Jewish calendar, and your birthday is the month of Adar, 21, 5,734. I hope that doesn't make you feel old. So there are Parsha, Torah portions that are tied to every birth date. So the Torah portion on your date of birth is Parshat Vayachel, which is Exodus 35:1 through 38:20. And within this Parsha reading, there is instruction on how to build the temple and or the tabernacle. And there was so much detail, attention to detail in that. So much was required: gold, silver, copper, blue, purple, and red dyed wool, goat hair, spun linen, animal skins, wood, olive oil, herbs, and precious stones. God poured so much attention to detail into building something physical and materialistic as a dwelling place for his presence. Following this intricate instruction, is what transformed into something suitable for us to commune with him, built by man. He transformed it from something that was material things, into something that was holy. If he paid that much attention to detail in creating the tabernacle, imagine the time and attention to detail that he spent in creating you. You are much more to him. He created every detail of you with his own hands, but he isn't finished yet. He's still creating you and transforming you as you continue to grow in him. We begin as dust, something completely physical. And just as physical materials came together for the temple to be transformed into something holy, it's the transformation itself that he's seeking. When we become materially redefined, the next stage is simply actualizing an already established potential. This journey not only brings you closer to your health goals, it brings you closer to him as you overcome the challenges of the material things of this world, and brings you closer to actualizing your full potential. We're not ready in the beginning for the change, but we make progress over time as we come closer to him. Trisha, you are precious to him no matter what choices you make, no matter when you feel that you've stumbled and fallen. You have greatness within you, and I've seen that greatness blossom more and more as you go through your transformation. You are beautiful, you're loving, you're graceful, you're thoughtful, you're fun. You brighten up a room whenever you appear. Your transformation is your very own and will not look like anyone else's. And God celebrates with you with every win.
That was a lot. Thank you so much. And so much of it is very fitting because there's bigger things to come for me. And yeah, lots of things resonated. So I receive all those words and thank you so much, Jen.
This week, I feel like this week is a really pivotal week because the excitement has worn off. It is gone. You are in the program and the work has set in. The work has set in. And when the excitement goes away, we have to be intentional about following directions because it's really easy to follow a plan when we're excited, when it's new. But as it gets old, it's what we want to do is human nature is naturally to complicate things and to try to bring new things in when new things aren't needed because the old program still works. So we don't need to reinvent it, reevaluate it, re-up this or re-up that or retweak this or go online and you can do all the research you want, but the proof is in the pudding. Freaking works. And so as we go into this week, again, this is a pivotal week and it's a week to remind yourself of what your declaration was. How many weeks ago? What did you commit to yourself? What did you commit to your group? Going back and reading that declaration, watching that, hearing the desperation in your voice, and remembering who you're fighting for. You're fighting for the future you. And nobody's going to fight harder than you're going to for the future you. And if you're not willing to fight for you, nobody else will. We can give you the plan, but it's up to you to work the plan.